Welcome to Dateline SAU, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Katie Link.
And I'm Charles Hart. Graduating veterans were honored at a medaling ceremony on Monday at St. Ambrose University. Only 2 graduates were able to attend in person, but many names were called to celebrate their achievements. Speakers included SAU President Amy Novak and James Stout, a veterans career planner and SAU alum. The students were presented with a medal to wear as they walk across the graduation stage as a thank you for their service. Commencement is Saturday at the River Center in downtown Davenport.
The St. Ambrose University Music Department helped the SAU community get into the holiday spirit by showcasing their talents in a special concert. It's a holiday tradition known as an Ambrosian Christmas, and it features the university's instrumental and vocal ensembles performing holiday favorites. The groups include the University Chorale, the jazz vocal group Samboja, the jazz band, the chamber singers, and the symphonic band. Some select trios and quartets also performed in the concert, which ended with a Christmas sing-along with the audience. An Ambrosian Christmas is a popular annual holiday feature at SAU.
Resident advisors in Bechtel and North residence halls gave back to their students as a finals week treat. It was Christmas in the halls, and it included donuts and hot chocolate. It was held as a kickoff to finals week and as a way for Residence Life to reach out to their students.
As they're going to their finals, they feel welcome here at SAU and that they can have that little bit of just energy and that they're feeling good going into their finals.
Both resident halls also used this event to fulfill programming requirements.
A St. Ambrose Finals Week tradition, midnight breakfast took place Tuesday night in the Cosgrove Cafeteria. Dateline SAU's Jamie Hennekins was at the popular event.
After not being able to host the event last year due to the pandemic, Midnight Breakfast was back. Each year features a special theme.
People usually dress up and there's a theme. This year is Home Alone or ugly festive stuff like I'm wearing.
At the event, faculty and staff served breakfast foods and candy, which were free to all SAU students.
It's a good time to have the students have a break in the middle of finals week when they're studying hard and recharge.
Midnight Breakfast is typically held late Tuesday night of finals week each semester. Jamie Hennekins, Dateline SAU.
This midnight breakfast also included a pizza eating contest, a gingerbread house contest, and a Home Alone trivia.
Although most students get to go home and rest after finals, St. Ambrose still has students staying on campus over break. Campus jobs and winter athletics require some students to be away from their families more than they would like.
December 21st, we have a game, and we play Trinity International. And after that game, which is at 3 o'clock, we are allowed to go home. And then we come back on December 30th, and I'm assuming we have practice that day. Staying here over break is not my favorite. I'd rather go home because the campus is empty and all of my friends are gone besides the basketball team.
Well, I'm staying on campus because I have a job at the North Park Mall, which is like across the street. So I plan on working a lot of hours there, as well as I got a job in the WRC, where I'm a desk attendant and in the weight room. I have my other roommate that's with me, and we just hang out all the time, and so it's going to be a fun winter break.
Residence halls are closed to students who have not been granted permission to stay over break. Dorms reopen to all on-campus students on Sunday, January 23rd.
The St. Ambrose Theater Department is preparing for the annual Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival. The program involves some 18,000 students from colleges and universities nationwide. SAU theater professor Corrine Johnson says there's something inspiring about this event.
And it's, I think, important for the students because they get an opportunity to see what other people at other schools are doing. They get to celebrate the fact that even though we're a small school, that sometimes they can run very successfully with the big dogs. We've had a lot of success in this. And then they also can take a look at the work of others and say, I felt proud of what I did, but boy, I want to aspire to be like, and therefore I've got to work harder or I've got to dig deeper.
The SAU Theater Department has been participating in this festival since 1990. Like last year, the 8 regional festivals will have to take place virtually due to COVID-19.
Ryan Schistel is a freshman at St. Ambrose. He occupies his time like most college students, studying, spending time with friends, and video games. However, he has a non-traditional hobby that he enjoys at SAU.
I will either be a play-by-play or a color commentator for home and away athletic competitions. Normally, when it comes to doing things like public speaking, I get a bit nervous, but for some reason when I have the headset on, it just flows instantly for me and I feel very comfortable.
Casey in the shotgun. Casey takes a snap. He'll keep it. There he goes. Tom Casey, 1 yard rushing touchdown. And then it's a touchdown. SAU.
Schistel looks forward to broadcasting more games in the future, including basketball and baseball. Coming up in sports, the women's basketball team looks to build on a great start to the season,
while the swimming and diving teams dominate the competition in a recent meet.
We'll have these stories and more coming up after the break.
On Dateline SAU.
Being a music major at St. Ambrose University has allowed me the opportunity to get to know all of the professors on a personal level, and they all care about my own growth as a musician. It's really nice to be learning in an environment where I can maybe sometimes have conversations with the professors outside of class who obviously want to help me learn, and that is their main goal. And it's easy to get that interaction from them. The opportunities that you get to perform in and outside of class, there are many of them, and all of them are great ways to meet the right people that might help you get started in your piano career, life as a musician. And that's definitely something that's helped me, something that I've loved about being here. I would recommend it for other people for the same reasons.
I was a student who received scholarship, and I knew that that was something that other people had done for me. So it's important to recognize that, and then to also do the same. To be able to give that to another student and help other students have that opportunity is something that I just recognize as important because it made such a difference to me.
We're more than a radio station. We're your neighbors, investing time in our community. We're mentors, guiding the next generation of broadcasters. We're supporters of veterans, partners with social service agencies, and investigators of history. We're dedicated sports fans. We're committed to the stories that make the Quad Cities unique. We are KALA Radio, 88.5 FM, 106.1 FM. Turn it on, turn it up.
The St. Ambrose women's basketball team is off to a hot start, winning 10 of its first 11 games this season, including a convincing win over a nationally ranked team. Last weekend, the Bees were looking for their 11th win of the year with a road game at Lincoln Christian. After a bit of a slow start, St. Ambrose kicked it in gear and pulled away with a 67-44 win. The Bees held the Lions to just 32% shooting and had nearly 20 more rebounds. The team improves to 11-1 on the season as they next host Governors State in conference play. The men's team struggled early versus number 24 Marion, Indiana, and couldn't recover, losing their 5th straight contest. The Bees dropped to 4-8 on the year, returning to CCAC action on Saturday when they host Governors State at Leloman Arena. St. Ambrose swept the podium in the shot put to lead the Bees to the top team score in the Finals Week invite, which was hosted by SAU this weekend. In addition, Will Reemsma qualified for nationals with a winning performance in the 400-meter dash. The women's team finished just 1 point behind the meet winner, St. Francis. The Bees will return to indoor competition on January 15th when they host the Battle in the Hive at the Wellness and Recreation Center. The St. Ambrose swimming and diving teams dominated the competition at the Williams Baptist Tri-Meet in Pocahontas, Arkansas. The men won 11 individual events and easily outdistanced the second-place Williams Baptist by 140 points in the team score. The SAU women won 10 individual events, winning their competition by more than 100 points as well. The teams will next compete in the Luther College Invite on January 8th in Decorah, Iowa. And that's it for an abbreviated Finals Week sports schedule. I'm Cameron Giampaolo.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of Dateline SAU.
This is our last show of the semester, but we'll be back after the new year with the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, late-breaking news, and more.
You can also find news stories and videos on the Hive at sauthebuzz.com.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next year.
Happy holidays!